What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Kantg3trite Podcast. It's your boy Chucks. It's your boy Lala. Do it over again. I'm a little rusty. That's what I said, right?
You said, it's not what you said.
The Get Right Podcast.
The podcast is Can't Get Right Podcast.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Kantg3trite Podcast. It's your boy Pito sitting here with Chuck and Rob. We got a few topics we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Michael movie. We're going to talk about the Kevin Hart roast. We got a few different opinions on it as usual. A few things we're going to talk about. We're going to get into right now. Let's get it. All right, starting off with the Michael movie. All three of us saw it. I thought it was good. I thought it was entertaining. It was cool. Like I saw Dr. Umar talk about it. He was saying like anybody in that generation that saw the movie already knew everything that was in the movie. It wasn't really nothing new. But the reason why I had fun with it because my daughter, she was singing throughout the entire movie the whole time. But we can start with Chuck. Chuck, how you feel about it when you saw it? What's your opinion on the movie?
I think it was a pretty good movie. The thing that stands out the most is that his nephew looks a lot like him. A lot. And I kind of want him to go on tour as Mike. Like I would.
A Mike impersonator?
Yeah, I would actually go and see that. No, because that was some of his vocals.
Was it?
Yeah, that was some of his vocals. Like
yeah, but live. I think he might be enhanced a little bit on the movie. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I don't know, but they said that was his vocals.
But if you go on
because this is my thing, and I'm sorry because
go ahead.
But if Mike was the perfectionist that they say he was, you ain't finna just come and just do Mike vocals.
Nah, but he ain't here. But the thing is, like, I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
And then people gonna come and just show up and just be
but
like,
if you're going to see an impersonator, you're gonna expect it not to be exact.
But like,
right?
Yeah, but
it's the same as an impersonator is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your nephew trying to be you.
But you gotta know
and looking like you. But that's what people's gonna do. That's what people are gonna do.
But the thing is, though, I don't know if you heard his music.
I haven't heard his music.
Right.
Is it pretty good?
He sounds like Mike. Like his
I didn't even know he had his own music.
Yes, he has his own music.
Did you know that?
Yeah. And so, like they said, because those vocals in the movie, those not just Mike vocals. I'm like, this don't sound exactly the same, but it sounds really good. So that's one thing that stood out.
Mm-hmm. Hold up. He watched the bootleg version too.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, dude, like, you know.
I'm just saying, like, you couldn't tell if it was the Mike vocals. So you
I wouldn't listen for that.
No, I know that, but I'm saying even if you did, you wouldn't have known the difference in the voices, whether it was Mike or the uncle or the nephew. Because when I was listening to it, when you was watching, I'm like, that shit don't sound the same.
Nah, nigga. But let me tell you something.
Do you care if I put that in there?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But because my thing is, like I said, when I give my take, you understand why.
Okay.
Yeah,
so like I said, I think it was good. I think he did a great job. Like looking at him,
the bootleg version is hilarious.
Looking at him, I'm like, damn, he looks a lot like.
It wasn't bootleg. It
like
was the
Mike.
actual version of the movie.
And
nigga, that's a bootleg.
Yeah, that's a bootleg. But yeah, like I said, I think
it was the cam version.
It was the cam
version. Like
that's bootleg.
Yeah.
No. Bootleg. It's bootleg. It's not on VHS name.
But like I said, I think he did a good job. I think they did a good job with the costumes, with a lot of stuff. The only thing that kind of got me is I didn't like how they villainized Joe Jackson so much. Like I feel like they villainized him a lot, and I may not know the whole story. They say he was a bad guy or whatever, but I feel like without Joe being as hard on them, I don't think you would have got Mike. You wouldn't have got the Jackson 5. You wouldn't have got Janet. You wouldn't have got Mike. You know, and when I left out, I made a joke. I was like, I might need to go beat my son. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
I was like, I might need to go beat my son because if he could get Mike pinky toe, I'd be cool.
That's hilarious.
Like I said, the movie was good. I think he did a really good impersonation. The only thing is, I feel like I don't feel like you could put Mike's story in a movie. I feel like it could be a series. That's what I feel like it could be. But like I said, for the most part, I really
They tend to do bad jobs when they put him in them series, though, with Mike.
Yeah.
Biopic.
They never do a great job with it when they make it a series. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so, but that's about it. And I know there were certain things like, which I'm happy they did not put in the movie. I definitely applaud that out of respect to him. Like you said, I don't know if you mentioned it.
I did.
Where they said he was never convicted of any of these things that they said about him.
What he references is they was going to pit the scenes of the allegations at the end of the movie, but due to the contract they have with one of the settlements they have with one of the so-called alleged victims, they couldn't pit that scene in the movie. So they was going to do it, but they couldn't.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to see it in there because he never, I don't believe that he did it. And I don't necessarily want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people, if you a Mike fan, you don't want to see that.
Right.
And I know as a young kid, like I used to make jokes because I didn't necessarily know any better. But now I feel like I know better and understand, and I don't feel like it was true. I feel like it was some BS. Now I did want to see, or I wish they had put more, is the feud between him and Prince. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly wish they would have got over their differences and worked together at least a time or so.
Right.
But I definitely wanted to see or hear more about those feuds.
It would have been hard for them to do that because Prince is his own entity in itself.
Right.
And to have that
Inside
in the movie.
portraying it.
What was the root of their issue?
Just...
I've heard a couple stories.
Well, it was mainly just Prince wanted to be a perfectionist, Michael Jackson wanted to be a perfectionist, and one was just bigger than the other one. And Mike had the fame already, and Prince wanted to kind of come and take that spotlight.
One story that I heard, I think they said, was it Quincy Jones that he worked with, or was it? They said Bad was supposed to be a duet.
Yeah.
And they said when he wrote it, he's like they said Mike and Quincy was in the studio. They called Prince. Prince walking in, and they said Mike was, I don't know if he was working on the beat or doing something. He kept repeating it. He was doing something.
Your butt is mine. he said, I'm not going to say that.
But even before it got to that part, they said that Mike was doing something. Prince was like, are you going to do it or what? Or like he kind of snapped at Mike. And Mike was like, what? And then when they started to hear the song, it was like, your butt is mine. And he was like, who the hell said that part? He's like, I'm not saying that, and I know he's not saying it to me. That's what Prince was saying. So that was one thing. And then they said
Prince went home and remade it, a version of himself that he thought was better and everything like that. Because he was just like,
I've never heard none of this.
He's the better artist.
Then they said it was one time James Brown was performing.
Yeah, you know about James Brown's situation, right?
No.
James Brown was performing.
You ain't never heard him when he tried to run the Jacksons over?
No.
Yeah, Prince. So they said Mike. They said look,
Niggas was at it.
Look, they said James was on the stage, then we called Mike up. Mike went up and danced, did his little thing, and then somebody told him, like, Prince. I think they said Mike told James.
No, Mike told James.
Prince in the crowd.
Prince was in the order because he was an up and coming artist.
I got you.
And then he called Prince on stage.
I got you.
And then by this time,
it's a video.
Yeah, it's actually a video. And they called Prince, and they said Prince came to the stage on his bodyguard's shoulder.
Yeah, he was on his back. He was on his back. He was riding his back.
These niggas know the most.
So, but by this time, Mike had already had the fame, so he already the fan favorite. So Prince got up there. I think he might have got on the guitar, did his little thing.
Yeah, he said,
"Oh,"
and then the crowd didn't go crazy, right?
Because what it was, the music that Prince was trying to play was meant for, I think, an electric guitar. And I think this was an acoustic guitar, so what he did, it didn't sound right. So they were like, what? So that didn't go right. Then he tried to dance and did something. And then it was
I think I have seen this.
And it's a light pole. And he thought the light pole was like in the ground.
Yeah.
And he tried to do a dance move and leaned on it. And he fell in the crowd, but his bodyguard caught him. And after that, he was just pissed. And it was like on the way out, Mike was like, he tried to run me and my family over. And they said, he told Teddy Riley this story. He told Teddy Riley the story. He was like, "Did you know about the time Prince tried to run me over?" He said, "Look, I'm going to show you." So he popped the tape. He's like, "This is when he tried to run me over." He said, "You can have this tape. I have copies." So they was going back and forth. And like I said, I wish those two would have got over their problems and worked together because they both dope. Like I love Prince and I love Mike. And like I said, it's a good movie. I would hope they would do a Prince movie eventually, but yeah, that would have been a good thing. Like to see the dynamic between Prince and Mike.
Prince movie way more captivating than actual Michael, because everyone, like I said, everyone knows Michael's story. It's the same story that's been told a million times over.
He was so public, and it was
even like for me. Oh, you done that?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Real quick, I had a chance to go to the Prince when he died. They was having a event at his house where they were showing off his whole house. I could have went, but I was at work. I was like, I'll go later. And then I got fired. Then I couldn't go back. I was mad as hell about that.
It was still your job?
Yeah, I was in Minnesota. Remember, I used to go to Minnesota every week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But go ahead. What you thought about it, Rob? The Michael movie, what you thought about it? How you felt? In total.
Yeah, I really thought.
Oh, you said that Prince would have been more captivating.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah. I think he had more levels to him than Mike did. Way more.
What do you mean levels?
This nigga played like every instrument.
I got you.
Mike only sung. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He probably played a little bit of piano. You know what I'm saying? Like all his brothers played the instrument, but Prince literally played like every instrument: flute, saxophone, guitar, drums, piano. He did everything for his music, and he sung it. You know what I'm saying? So like he wrote for everybody. So like that's another thing. Mike allowed a lot of stuff he was getting was written for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of one of them things. You know. But anyway, back to Michael Jackson.
Sit back.
The movie for me. It was lackluster for me, only because like I didn't see anything that I hadn't seen in the movies before. I guess growing up watching the Michael Jackson movies, the one with Flex, the one with Jason Weaver. It was like watching that, just different characters. It was pretty much the same storyline. Like I'm kind of with Chuck. They tried their best to make Joe the villain, but as an adult watching it versus watching it as a child, you can't sell that to a grown man, especially like he the only one getting beat. You know what I'm saying? Like he challenged Joe one time, and Joe they showed him just get a whooping, but then every scene after that was just like room beating. You the only one, and then on top of that. It's just like all the other boys. If y'all notice, y'all seen that scene where like Joe showed up. The other boys, they'll come to the room. They be like, "Hey, Joe, won't you?" You know what I'm saying? He be like you the only one.
Like you the only one getting.
Yeah, and then like see how normal the other one was too. Like they were all playing basketball, and he just looked at all of them funny. You know what I'm saying? So. I
got a question because I need to know the age difference. I know some people know their age difference by heart, but I feel like that's because Mike literally, how old was he when he started?
He was 5.
Right, so he basically, like I said, Mike didn't have a childhood almost. So they were like, I think the one that's right before him was what, 3 years older than him?
Yeah.
So
I think I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So maybe that's what it was.
Nah. I mean, that could have been, but like,
this don't give us the ages, but it's tell us that Janet was born in 66, Randy 61, Michael 58, LaToya 56, Jermaine 54, Tito 53, Jackie Jackson 51, and Reby,
yeah.
Reby, 1950.
And she the oldest.
Yeah, she's the oldest. So yeah, it's like
so
they
Janet
like
was
a year or so
Yeah.
apart. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I
They
think
not
Mike
far.
was before her.
Yeah, Mike before Janet.
Yeah,
It's just, I'm
so they
thinking like,
close
damn,
together.
bro. The one thing I'm like, they had a lot of kids, but then they Jehovah's Witness. I guess they don't believe in.
And that's another thing though. So I didn't read too much into a lot of the stuff that they're putting out when it came down. It was a good movie. The music was good, even though I heard it bootleg. It's still kind of decent, but it just sounded like the stuff I heard before. Like they just did the extra stuff with that one scene where reaching out. So they emphasized
they emphasized
when
they
he
put the,
first started doing that and everything like that.
His
So
ad libs, yeah.
yeah, we started doing the pops with the ad libs and stuff like that. So
I think what it is, because like you said, you already seen this, so it's kind of one of those things. It's like somewhat for the newer generation, because I'm almost sure, like these kids, like people like Mike, like even kids now. But I feel like you see that movie, it kind of, because even me, I had to go back and revisit some of his music again because of that.
But then, like, another thing, like, it's highly unbelievable that he was just that soft of a dude, being raped with all those brothers like that. And then another, and I'll tell you the reason. No. There's another reason why. Because it's multiple videos out of when Prince is one of the incidents where he was being a savage. He was being arrogant and kind of cocky. Mike picking on Prince. What he did to Prince, he did that on purpose. Mike went back to he was laughing when he did it. It was funny to him because he knew he was putting Prince on the spot. Because James called him, he came to dance. He knew that Prince and him had a little beef, so he did that on purpose.
Go ahead. It's another story.
So it's and then the stuff about like how he was with women and stuff like that. Like he would like you can see the videos and he'd be like fish, you'll see him like tripping out over a bunch of things.
And I don't know, it's rumors, but it's a couple stories I heard. They was like Mike didn't even use his real voice.
Right.
Yeah.
They was like he had a deeper voice, but they was like the way he wanted to sing. He did that to keep his voice a certain way. Not only that, now it's this guy. His name is Artemis Gordon on Instagram. Nobody knows who he actually is, but he always has stories about celebrities. But you know, Jermaine Jackson had made a diss song about Mike. But they said when Mike heard that, Mike went, because they all stayed together at the house. They said Mike went and put hands on him.
Yeah, they said Mike put hands on Tupac too.
No, I didn't hear that. They said he ran down on Tupac.
No, they said he put hands on Tupac.
Because
they said Tupac lost the fight. this dude, it's not. What's the artist say? The dude called Tupac was trying to talk to
he was talking to Quincy Jones' daughter.
Yeah. So, he said something to her the wrong way, and they say Mike pulled up on him and put his hands on him. They say and everybody say Tupac was a lot of him out, but he really couldn't fight. Everybody was saying Tupac couldn't fight. I heard multiple stories of people.
I heard that Mike kind of ran down on him about it.
Yeah, no, they say he put his hands on him, and probably feet too.
Man, to get beat up by Mike is crazy.
Because you can't put that on dudes just because he looks a certain type of way. He had a big nose.
That's why the reason why the Prince stories were so fucking funny, because you couldn't believe half the shit they was saying.
It's just because Mike seemed like he's so cool.
Until they found out it was real.
See, I've been watching the real Mike. I ain't been like paying attention like the soft story they be trying to give us. Like I've been watching these documentaries of people talking about Mike. Everybody's saying this nigga was a savage in real life. Everybody.
I don't doubt it. It's just like the way the persona he gave. I don't doubt it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because to be the younger brother, you have 4 older brothers. He got one younger brother.
Let me tell you, I heard someone say, they say, oh, people asking if Michael Jackson was gay. They said, shoot, man, they like send your wife, a girl to his house if you want to. Like, this a white dude telling this story. He said he used to call him fish. He'll be like, I want that fish in my room.
His personal assistant, the lady said that too.
People call him fish. I showed Pito the video. He was just like, ooh, fish.
He's like titties. They look, and then
multiple videos.
I think they said he had a crush on Beyonce.
Yeah,
Beyonce. Somebody else.
Beyonce. And they say he showed up to one of Puffy parties, and he came there and went to Puffy. They're like, yo, what Beyonce? And Puffy like she was like 5 minutes ago, and this nigga just left because he came there specifically for her.
Yeah.
They say Mike was such a savage. He say if he wanted your girl and he was in the room, like he would make sure he was the man in the room. Like yo, king shit in here. Like, you know what? Yo, that's mine. Your girl is mine.
It's another story I just heard. I watched the lady last night. I think she married
that's the Mike I want to
see. It's some writers. I forgot the name of the writers. Writing Jersey. I don't know, but it's like 3 writers. They're a group, and they was like, he sent Mike in to talk to me with her. They were supposed to be doing a skit, and Mike was in there like somewhat kind of pushing up or whatever. He was like, hold on, I didn't tell you to come in here and do all that, Mike.
It's a video with him with a white girl that gave him a hug, and she was like, "I'm gonna give you that." He was just like, "I give you something."
No. He said, she said, "Can I give you a hug?" He's like, "Yeah, you can give me more than that."
Yeah.
Mike, see, that's what I'm saying. I know Mike was a saying. I know Mike was. He had them 2 midgets. Mike was. You didn't see when Mike had them 2 midgets in his lap?
No.
Yeah, the introduction of Bubbles was hilarious to me.
Oh yeah, that was.
Bubbles.
I do feel like what he accomplished business wise, you had to be some sort of savage. You had to be some sort of dog in you. Even with the music, they say you're a perfectionist and was like even when he was snapping on the dude, like you fired.
Yeah, he's a Virgo, yeah.
Remember when you sent me when he was singing and the dude was fucking up and he was singing like you're fired. How you doing? Because I can't sing.
That video. That's what I'm saying. Not seen.
When,
I remember music a long time. It's a video
out.
out. It's a couple of artists I've seen do this before. So the Mike was singing the song, and he gave the cue to end the song. The sound guy,
I did see
end the song, and he was just like, "Derek, you're fired." And he was singing it, and he was like, "I don't know what you're gonna do after this, but you're fired." Like, you know.
So for you to be like that with your career, like that with your dad, supposedly, and business wise, you gotta have some sort of dog in you.
Yeah.
And another thing too is just like, and that's why I don't believe when his hair burnt, I don't believe he was in the emergency room.
No, I do.
I don't believe he was just like.
I do. I don't know if it was necessarily like that, but I do.
His point is he wasn't that soft about it.
No,
I believe Mike was in there like, you bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like who? Like Joe? Like y'all got something for you after this right here, my boy. Like I know that he was going off because look, they did it in a soft way, but he came when the lawyer guy came in. I don't know if he's a lawyer, whatever. He was just like, how much are we getting for them burning my hair? And he was just, they were just like, it's something like 7 figures. I know he was just like, yo, like, what we getting for these bitches burning my? I know he had to be like, yo, like, no, man, this is bullshit. We need more money. You know what I'm saying? I know Mike was going off about that. Like, no, they gonna pay for this.
Yeah.
I can't believe he was just like, how much are we getting? Give it to the children's hospital. Like, nah, player.
But he did get the money.
I believe he did that, but I believe that
he just said he wasn't that.
I believe the way he went about it, getting the money. I know he was going off on Pepsi and whoever else.
Pepsi probably lost a lot of business.
And I hate the way they did Joe in that moment too. But because when Joe showed up, right, they tried to make him a villain. He was like he showed up and he was like, when can my son get back on the road again? And then everybody looked like. But then he was just like, I know that my son is best on the road. And I said, okay, that he sounds like a dad right there. But they tried to villainize him before they...
But the whole thing is, Mike didn't even want to do that shit.
No, regardless, Joe raised him to be who he was.
Yeah.
Mike would not be where he was if it wasn't for Joe. Even after he separated from Joe, what Joe put in him is what kept him on top.
Yeah.
Joe, the one that made him the savage person to want to be on top of Prince the way he was. You know what I'm saying?
This is another thing.
That competitive nature.
I learned about that whole victory tour. They said that, because I swear when they went to Don King and I seen Deion Cole playing him, I laughed out. I laughed out hard as hell just randomly. And everybody started laughing because I did. Mm-hmm. But when I was like, what? But I didn't know they was pre-selling tickets. And that was to get a raffle. Mm-hmm. Like that didn't even mean you got a ticket. Mm-hmm. So what Joe Jackson and what Don King set up was a raffle. So you was paying like $100+ just to get a raffle.
Just to get a chance to win the ticket.
Right, and there was one girl or a little girl was like, I paid or we spent this money and I still didn't get a ticket. So after that whole Pepsi thing, he was like, don't buy nothing. Because if you buy something, he was like, don't buy nothing just for a chance. If you buy anything or pay for anything, you're getting a ticket. Mm-hmm. So that was something that he went back and switched. Mm-hmm. And now, the fact that he got on stage, I know that pissed his dad off. And I don't think it was against the brothers. But when he said this is our last tour or whatever, and the way I'm looking at it, like even them, like did the brothers even give a fuck? Because it seemed like they didn't care.
No, I think they did because they fucking up their money.
Yeah,
stopping their money.
I know Jermaine was pissed.
They was striving because of him. Like that was the whole point. Like Mike had took off and did his own thing, and they were just sitting at the house playing basketball.
That shit, that was good though.
Yeah, they was good, but
he took care. They didn't. Them niggas stayed at the crib.
But the whole and that's one thing I could say too. I kind of understood where Joe coming from too when he was just like, yo, it was like he wanted it to be all about the family. He put the boys together to always be together he wanted his family to always stay together.
Did that, he should have let everybody sing, nigga. Don't just.
Well, like that, he put them together. Yeah, I mean he did, but he put them together as a group.
I don't think he screwed up.
He expected.
Well,
no. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is like he put them together as a group, and he gave them all their individual parts, and they played their parts good. Mm-hmm. And he put Mike up there at the front.
Mm-hmm. The two that played the instruments, they had a part, and Mike had a part. The other two, they sing. Because you said they all had
there for harmonization. They had their part.
But you got no. I know.
But Mike had something special. That was the whole point.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike was different. Mike was like that one. So that's why they put him to the front.
Beyonce, it's the same thing.
And he was right about it.
We've seen this over and over in years. It's Beyonce and Destiny's Child. It's Cisco and Drew Hill. It's
no, that's not a good example because everybody sang with them.
No. But it's a star quality though. Yeah. He was the star quality that they picked out of the group to branch off, and he did.
My thing is, I feel like if they had given
Bobby Brown,
they had given them other guys or the other brothers solos or more solos, I think it could have been.
They ain't got the voices that Mike had. They didn't have the talent that Mike had.
But Chuck saying he could have developed them somewhat. That's what his point is.
No. See, this is the thing. And this is where we go on to the work ethic of Michael. Yeah, Joe pushed Michael. But Michael, he was starstruck about fame. If you notice, like when he was around, when he went to those areas, everybody else chilling, talking and stuff. Mike is just like on looking at the stage like this. He's fascinated with what's going on. It was a calling for him.
I think they all was probably fascinated. It
was a calling for Mike. According to the movie, it was a calling for him because it was something about him that was different than the rest of them. And everybody saw that.
Because I'm like, damn, bro. Like I always said, if I'm in a group, bro, I'm not just singing background. I'm singing too. Like
sometimes you don't have control of all that though, because every time you hear it, like when I read Eve book, Eve talked about when she was there with Eminem and signed the Death Row. Signed the Aftermath. Drake wouldn't put her on. He just was so focused on Eminem. That's the reason why she got dropped, because she would pop up all the studio sessions like, yo, I'm trying to rap. Like, what's up?
And they wouldn't let her. You got to take it.
Yeah, so that's why she got dropped.
If you're not willing to take it. If Mike had the fame and then they
she wasn't. That's what she got dropped.
I'm saying if Mike had the fame and they felt like they had the talent, then they should have took it.
But Jermaine,
they branched off.
Get your ass in the back.
But Jermaine tried to.
Yeah, he tried to, but guess what? He didn't have it.
Because it's a lot of some things I did.
Could he dance like Mike?
I didn't realize that it was the Jackson 5 initially, and then they left Motown because supposedly they had creative differences, and then they became the Jacksons. Because at first it was the Jackson 5, then they became the Jacksons, which I didn't never know there was a difference. Then Jermaine,
all this shit was before our time, so
yeah. But then Jermaine stayed, and so they replaced Jermaine with Randy, which is the younger brother of Mike. He's the younger brother, but he's the one after Mike. So, and then Jermaine stayed over.
He tried to be like Mike,
and the fact that he made a diss song to Mike is kind of crazy.
And then Janet came.
Yeah. See, okay, and that's another. I wonder how did that develop? Was that another Joe thing?
I think it was a thing of I can sing a little bit. My brother's Michael Jackson, and people gonna want to hear me.
I don't know if it's Janet.
No, she did. But what I'm saying is like it's story. It's a story out there of Barry Gorton's son that they were sitting down on his or work and stuff like that, and it was this one song that he wanted to do, and so what he did was he just went over Barry Gorton's head and he just went to Mike and just like Mike, and Mike liked the song, so Mike did the hook for him, and then they went ahead and put it out.
You talking about I always feel? You talking about
somebody's wife? And when everybody heard Michael vocals on it, the song took off. Yeah. And they were just like he went over all the execs' head to put Michael on there.
His name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. And another thing is, I wish
it saved his career.
Like they show how he came up with like creatively some of the songs. But I do want to know, like, some of these, and like you said, there was other people writing, but I think he was writing too.
No, he was writing too. He was
like Billie Jean. Like, where did you get the inspiration for this, Mike? What were you doing? What were you doing? Because that sounds like, I always say that just sounds like a damn Maury episode.
I am the
Like,
one.
who you out here messing with, Mike, that think you the baby daddy? And then Liberian girl. I want to meet this Liberian woman that Mike made this song about that he was in love with.
Baddie.
She had to be. Like, I know Mike was getting grade A cheeks out here. I know he was.
Diana Ross's daughter is not my son.
So when I watched it, I saw it in the movie theater, and I feel like that was part of the reason why I enjoyed it, because everybody in there was singing, laughing, or whatever. Everybody was having a good time, but it wasn't nothing that I ain't seen before.
Right.
Like I said, my daughter was singing the whole time.
You said your butt was mine?
Shut up.
You said that part?
So,
Your butt is mine.
so This Is It was another Mike movie that I saw in the movie
didn't
theater
see it.
that I thought was 10 times better. But it wasn't a movie. They
That
were
was a
just,
documentary.
just
Okay, I
showing
haven't
him
seen
on the
it.
last tour. It was amazing to me. I thought that was 10 times better than this one. But that was strictly about the music. That's all it was about. It wasn't about shit else. He was just performing and getting ready for the show, whatever the case may be. Another thing that, like I said, I agree with both of y'all. Them villainizing the dad was kind of like, all right, it's an old like story. And I know so many dads that's hard on their kids, but it benefits the kids like crazy. Like, just because you hard or you strict, and that ain't always a bad thing. And we all got our ass whooped back in that day. Like, our parents was trying to say,
Man, you just got a belt, man. It's some dudes, people that were been getting hit with irons and all types of other type crazy stuff. He wasn't, like, we ain't seen y'all, like, I don't know if it's a story out there of them being abused like that, where they got black eyes and all types of stuff marks across their back and stuff. I ain't heard no stories like that. I heard they just got regular whippings.
Right.
And Michael being the youngest, he just took it to the extreme. And when he told the stories, it was just like a demon coming at him. But everybody else was just like, that's Joe.
Right. I do believe that, like, that shit left some sort of lasting trauma with that nigga, though, with Mike specifically. I don't know about the rest of them, because the rest of them seem a little bit normal than Mike.
I don't know. We just don't know them like that.
But you know what?
But Mike just seemed like...
No, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna say it's because he was the youngest and the other boys were so much older than him. When they got whippings, they probably got whippings all together. So it was a little bit different because when I remember when me and my brother did, you get whipped, we used to be laughing at each other and stuff like that. It was Mike by himself, everybody older, and I'm pretty sure Janet wasn't getting butt whippings at that time.
But like,
so when he got them,
my family, all of my older brothers got whipped way more than me and my sisters, and all the motherfuckers crazy.
But that's probably what happened.
I'm just saying, right?
It don't work the same every time.
you're the Michael.
Maybe, but they all doing good though. So, but they all got their mental fucking problems. Like, literally, all of them is a little tapped in their own little way.
Yeah.
So my point of saying that is, I believe it left some sort of trauma to him. So I'm not trying to sit here and say it didn't have an effect, but I do believe it worked out way more good than the bad. I feel like that Pepsi shit is the reason why he got hooked on drugs. I feel like once he went to the hospital, started taking them painkillers and all that, it would led him to start taking the shit to go to sleep and all that. I don't think Mike would just know.
That was to not go to sleep.
When he started getting on the drugs at the hospital?
I believe so. But that's...
No, I'm saying when he died, he was taking the drug to go to sleep.
I thought it was...
It was supposed to be a sleeping medicine, wasn't it? When he died, that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I thought because he was afraid they was trying to kill him.
And that's another thing, like, for you...
I don't even want to speak on that because there's so many stories about what was really going on, like the way he died. A lot of people don't even believe that. Like they, you know, it was over.
I mean, that's what I'm about to go into, though.
They brought in.
No, that's what I'm about to go into because, like, he, according to Dr. Umar, I don't know how factual this is.
Stuff, you know,
he died the day he was supposed to get everything back from Sony.
Same thing with Prince.
Yeah, so like,
well,
if you don't believe,
might be because that is not no damn coincidence.
That's what I'm saying. So the allegations of everything that he supposedly did all had a perfect timing to everything he was supposed to get and coming back to him. So if you don't want to believe anything that he did do it, if you want to bypass, overlook everything and just automatically assume that he's guilty, you got to look into everything before. And that's why men take a lot of stances that we take, because a lot of people don't look into the facts of everything at times. They automatically jump to conclusions of what they believe or a narrative that they heard and run with that. But when the truth start coming out, or when things start coming out that point to opposite direction of what most people believe, they don't want to be hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's how I felt about that whole thing watching it, because like me and Rob was talking about, that nigga had everybody masters, the Beatles, Little Richard.
This go back into another thing you said he was savage.
Dolly Parton,
when you
Bruce Springsteen.
He was savage. He bought Eminem's masters because when Eminem was talking about him, Mike went and bought his music.
Yeah.
So that's another savage thing.
So you got to be some sort of, you know what I mean? And it's so many different things in that movie they could have went into, but it was just.
I think some of that stuff what you talking about might be later. and probably in the second one.
No, right.
Because like I want to know how he.
I don't think they're gonna put that in.
No, I don't think so either.
Because they're not gonna.
Well, not all of it. I'm talking about, I want to know how he got it or what did he do, because they said he bought Sony under John Doe name. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, he had to be smart. He had to be savvy.
They're not gonna put that in there.
No, I don't think so either.
Because the Jews ain't gonna let that happen.
No, they're gonna put that in there either.
Yeah.
But like I felt like it was.
He was basically saying.
He was subliminally telling everybody.
Like even one of my favorite songs by Mike is "They Don't Care About Us," because there's 2 versions of that, and he said something about the Jews.
3 versions, our version. I'm playing. Go ahead.
But yeah, he said something about how the Jew, or he said something in the lyrics, and I can't remember exactly what it was. But it's because there's 2 videos for it, and there's 2 versions of that song, and I think they edited and made him take some stuff out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had to be like very, very smart and savvy, like, and to own all that. And I didn't know it was necessarily like the day he died was supposed to be getting certain stuff back. Mm-hmm. But
it was either he's supposed to get it back or his contract was supposed to end with Sony, because Sony had extended the copyright claims to everything to like 2029 or 2009 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I ain't got my exact numbers, could be wrong, but that was the gist of it. I saw Dr. Umar talking about all this. That's how I know.
Dr. Umar better be quiet for they come for him too. You know too much.
He was talking about how much he loved Mike. But I just thought it was a PG-13 version of, I feel like it was a Disney movie.
That's funny. It was funny because he loved Mike when he putting everybody in one box, and then Mike was one of the most diabolical.
Right.
Zesty Fester, you know what I'm saying?
He said what
Mike called Mike mess with white girls and stuff like that, and do that. He don't.
Hey man, when you Mike, bro, everything it's what they say. It's an open, like, bro. I know everybody love Mike. I can't think of one person that don't like Mike or don't respect. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
he was around forever, you know. So
like, so I can, like, you be hearing all these rappers talking about groupies. Mike's groupies were
insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, niggas was faint. That nigga get on stage.
And the thing, I'm wondering, like.
They say people are dying.
Yeah, man.
Like passing out, like.
No, they say people died. Like people would die at his concert.
And he said, it was hard to meet friends or have people because he was like, they treated him differently because of who he was. Mm-hmm. So it was hard to have friends, which got to be kind of crazy.
I can believe that.
Yeah, I do too. Like everybody, like don't know how to, because you a celebrity because who he was. Because to me, I feel like he's the biggest celebrity that the world has ever seen. I don't think we're gonna get anything.
Not this.
Like after God, it's that nigga.
Just like Mike, just like Jordan. There ain't gonna be another person that people are obsessed with Jordan like they were. That ain't gonna happen again.
Yeah, even Jordan wasn't even that.
Yeah.
Not Jordan. He
Jordan. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, people. Some people hated Jordan, but Mike, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Like Mike, I'm like, damn, man, like.
So going to the next topic, they said that Drake has outsold Michael with #1 hits on the Billboard charts, and I wanted to get y'all opinion on it. How y'all feel about it? Rob, you can start with this one. When you heard that, what did you think? How did you feel? Do you feel like Drake actually earned passing MJ with the #1 records, or you feel like it's just a sign of the times today?
Yeah, I feel like he earned it because you gotta think, when Mike Dunn was making music, you couldn't put out 10 albums in one day. You couldn't put out 10 albums. Like they at that time, it was whole PR for everything. It wasn't no internet. It wasn't no fly by night type stuff. You had to develop a song,
develop the artist first, and then even get to the song.
Even once you got to the point where you was an artist, still they were using real music. Everything was real instrument, real drums, real weapons. So they got to practice the music. So to make one song, it could have took months to perfect the song.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, exactly. So it could have took a year or two to write a song. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to write a whole album or something like that, and then you put it out. You know, now we got Pro Tools. We just sit down on the keyboard and we map everything out right there, and you can make 30 songs in a day if you want to. You know, and pick and choose. You know, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more than just Drake. You know, because you could put out the music. Lil Wayne could have did it easily if he would have just kept on going. You know.
See I think what it is, like you said, it is a sign of the times. I feel like Drake earned it because he put the music out.
Yeah, I feel he earned it.
It's definitely somewhat a sign of the times, because I feel like if they had streaming or access to music when Mike was dropping, because you got to think about it. When albums drop now, like literally, you don't have to go to the store no more. Mm-hmm. You got
exactly.
You got like
everything is instant.
Kids got phones. When Mike was dropping, it was one album bought per house probably.
But this is another thing too.
That's a good point.
The difference also with the music is because they took their time to make the music, the impact that it has on people has a hold on people, which is the reason why he's such a bigger artist, because the effort and the time that they put in perfecting those songs and making them right and putting the performances together to make sure they last for years. Like Drake them, they just putting out songs. They don't care if they last for years. Right. They care if their songs last for years. Everything about their songs mattered, even with the way they did their concert.
I think it might be different. I think then, I don't think they was thinking about it lasting 4 years. I think they just wanted to make good music. And I think now what people doing is they trying to put a formula together and by you not naturally doing it or just letting it come to you. I think that possibly could be a problem, because now you trying to do it, you forcing it. It's a difference between it happening and you forcing it. Like you wanted to make good music because you want good music.
Let me tell you something. You being a musician, and if you ever played for an artist before, those old school artists, if you have to play for one of them and you come and their music don't sound exactly like what they created, they will cuss you up and down, like, and will fire you on the spot. Like, this ain't my music. Like, what are you doing? If you add an extra hit, if you add an extra anything that they didn't put in there, I remember one time I was playing for this I was playing at this church and the artist came through on one of Kurt Franklin artists and stuff like that. And, he the one that wrote the What You Looking For song, and he had a remix version of it that he did. And me and the band, we had them practice song. Thank God we practiced it the way exactly it went on the reference track that he gave us.
Right.
But we got bored with it, started doing our own thing. While we're doing our own thing, he walks in. Mm-hmm. Serious. Cause it sounded like his song, so we couldn't be playing anything. He don't know, but it sounded like his song, so he come in, big wig type style, walks up. I want to hear the song. All right. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cause he had brought his own musician in there for if we didn't have it right, he was gonna kick us out.
Yeah.
He had already had it. Like if you don't have the music right, and he not the only artist out of he for that did some stuff like that. They own it about their music, man. You can't mess up their music.
Yeah. I just feel like
Drake them got a beat machine and a DJ. They cool.
Yeah. But like I said, I feel like for one, Drake got more music, has released more music than Mike.
More attempts,
yeah. And I don't feel like Drake is nowhere near done making music.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He can make it like that. He can make
I feel like
30 albums tomorrow.
I think he got at least another 3-4.
I think he got more than that.
But
years or albums.
Mm-hmm. Years more than that, because I feel like he's still gonna be performing, doing stuff. But as far as like, let's make a new album, I think you got another 3 to 4 albums, and that's gonna be within the next 5-6 years.
No, I think that's gonna be the next doggone 5 or 6 months.
I don't think it's gonna be like that.
I mean, but he can if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just dropped 3 like with no problem. You know, he just ain't hit a year. But before that, he was.
But you got to realize, when was the last time he dropped?
Like over a year ago.
No, he ain't dropped no album. The last time he dropped might have been 2000.
An album?
Yes.
Drake.
Look it up.
What are you talking about?
Drake. When the last time he dropped?
No, 2000. You mean 2020?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 20.
was just like 2000, nigga. Was he even born?
Yeah, 2020. I'm sorry. The last time
I do that all the time.
Yeah. The last time he probably dropped the album was 2020.
Look at when his album was.
It's like 20. It's probably like 2020. Just put albums.
Y'all can keep talking.
No.
Oh, well, hold on. Yeah, keep on, Chuck.
But yeah,
I want to find out his album, that situation.
But yeah, so I feel like I said, I feel like Drake earned it, but I still.
2022, her loss.
Okay, so. Oh no, then he put out that something for sexy, some sexy for the ladies, but I feel like he earned it. But people, the thing is Drake fans, they be like, he's better than Mike. No, nigga, he's not better.
They're two totally different type of artists.
He's not better than Mike. He's not bigger than Mike. There's nobody bigger than Mike. I don't see anyone ever being bigger than Mike.
Before we switch topics, I just want to say this. I think Drake got the machine behind him. Not much is like they had not even the capabilities of back then than they do now. I feel like Drake is kept there by the powers that be because of his affiliations, because of his,
it's gonna be kind of working against him now.
I thought
not as much.
I thought the MTV situation was dope.
But Michael,
yeah,
they said it ain't happened like that though. They said that wasn't real. I watched the thing was real, wasn't real. They were saying like he didn't threaten them the way he did like that. He just was saying that they was mad that the other artists that it wasn't on there too. So it wasn't just a Michael thing. For what I saw on
the other artists, you mean?
Like he had other artists that wasn't on MTV either. So he wanted everybody on there. It wasn't just a fight for just strictly Michael.
Oh, it wasn't just for Michael.
Yeah.
He wanted
that
more
particular.
artists.
That particular.
Exact. Yeah.
Exact. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I do feel like Drake got the machine behind him. I feel like nowadays it's easier to fudge than I think we could drop a platinum album right now if we got a little bread together and get some Indians to purchase.
I was about to say,
yeah. You know what I mean? Like.
We gonna need more than a little bread. We gonna need somebody.
No, I'm just saying to fudge the numbers, not to get actual numbers.
Yeah, okay.
Like we can sell them.
For people to pay attention to it,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a
quick.
difference, but because now
I don't think you can fabricate the numbers as much as you can now. As back then.
Like you got to realize if it was 5-6 people in the house back in the day that liked Mike, it was one album that was bought. Now if it's 5-6 people in the house. Everybody got their own phone. Everybody can listen, and then you're not actually buying the album. You pay for a subscription, so you get the music. So you're not even buying the music. You already prepaid for the damn music.
One thing to Drake's side to benefit him a little bit though, they are doing some wild shit with these streaming numbers though. Like in order to stream a certain amount, to get a certain amount of money is crazy to me. Like to get like 1 million sales streams or 1 billion streams. I mean, 1 million streams is like $500-$600 or some crazy shit like that.
But that's the way they done set it up. So
we going for it.